Aha! Howdy, hackers. Hope you are doing well. We're going to turn the music down to volume. Hello, hello. Oh, we got some questions in the chat while we were getting set up. Love to see it. We'll go ahead and respond to those to get us started. What are we going to learn now? We're going to be building, expanding on our iOS app, which we started at Global Hack Week Beginners. With an Android component, and then we are gonna be working a little bit on natural language processing, maybe some model training today. We'll kind of get a feel for it depending on how time works out and everything goes well. And then what mobile app, iOS or Android? iOS, unless we've got some time for Android. I don't think we will, but you never know. We've got I'd say the bones built out in both from Global Hack Week Beginners, but we'll be using Swift UI for our training. Ooh, also another helpful question. I missed the previous stream. Can I attend this one or should I watch the before ones once? You can totally come and hang out with us. You don't have to have seen the previous streams to you don't have to have seen the previous streams to even follow along with this one. Everything has been pushed up to GitHub. So if you want to like hang out or just, kind of follow along or tune in that way, that's great. Especially if you're here for just like learning concepts and you're not necessarily like, gonna be making the app along with us, then you're totally good to just stay back and hang out. If you want to make the app along with us, then I honestly would probably even recommend starting all the way from beginners in our streams in January. You definitely don't have to watch part 1 or part 2. Part 2 especially because I had internet issues all day yesterday, and like including during my stream, which sucked. So part 3 is like 3 or 4 minutes, or not 3 or 4 minutes. Part 3, despite being 2 hours, is only about 40 minutes of work. I don't have an Apple device. Can I follow along? Yeah, so if you don't have an Apple device, you will be able to download the code and take a look at it in an IDE. You won't be able to compile or build the app. You can follow along with what I'm building. That being said, you can kind of do both. You won't be able to like compile the app, but you'll be able to kind of do a decent amount of it. So there's that. I'll go ahead and get some done here. Go ahead and add this one here. Perfect. Yes, the app will be for iOS. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and let me get my stream sections set up here. We've got my stream parts right on here, and I'm gonna go through and first off open up our app so I can show y'all some of our progress, since we've got a bunch of new people tuning in, which I'm very happy to see. Is the app based on natural language processing and which algorithm? We'll talk about it right now. We'll jump into it in about 1 or 2 minutes once everything gets loaded up. Then we're also gonna go to our GitHub page here. We're gonna do it a couple of different ways. First off, we're gonna drop the GitHub page in the chat for those of you who are tuning in for the first time. Make sure you give the repository a fork or a star or something to let me know that you're following along and you're having a great time, just so I kind of know who is here. And it's a little bit about our app. So we're not going to be using Python nor Flutter. We're doing something else. So very fun stuff. You'll get to see. We'll jump right in, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. So. You'll get to see it really soon. So like I mentioned, you can go ahead and talk through. You can go ahead and view the GitHub page here. I tried to see the Notion page you mentioned at the last stream, but doesn't have the planning we did in part 2. That I can fix real quick. Let me get that to you. There we go. Yeah, so we'll be using Swift for our app today. We're going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing my screen, which has the GitHub repository. So let's start with that. We'll share our screen here. So I'm going to also go ahead and hide that. For those of you who are looking to look at some of the affirmations we started drafting, you can go ahead and see those on this Notion page right here. So that being said, we've got Cheerify here, which is our repository, which we initially started in Google Hack Week January. It's an iOS app which focuses on affirmations, so providing good providing just like some positive reinforcement through affirmations. That we're going to update that because I don't like how that it looks. Ooh, I'm trying to make a gravity simulator. What would be better, Python or C++? I've started in Python, but to an extent that I can switch if I want to. I would say for that, it depends on what you're more familiar with, what you've done in the past, and also like how much, if any, resources from outside you're planning to use. I kind of have the same gut feeling you do. I'd start with Python and kind of reassess if I need to later down the line. I think I'd keep going with Python if I was you. Hopefully that answers your question, my friend. But yeah, we've got Cheerify here, which we, during our how to plan and determine your next AI/ML project, actually went, very funny, actually went ahead and created like a, okay, check the link, but you can contribute and add affirmations. Yeah, I have it locked down. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to allow commenting. So I want to allow editing. Yeah, I'm going to allow commenting. So any affirmations you want to add, you can add in comments. I've obviously got edit access because it's mine. Cool. And then we can go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with the actual app. So I'll show you some of the progress we made earlier. Share my screen. Cheerify here. If I get the concepts right, can I code it for Android as well? I actually have great news for you. We have an Cheerify Android repository already started from Google Hack Week beginners. So the actual UI is all done. If you want to mess around with NLP, go for it. I'll share that with you all as well. So you can go ahead and find that on the Cheerify Android page as well. You're very welcome. Yeah, let me go back and share it with y'all. Cheerify here. So this is Cheerify. It is our app to run through the data, like the structure of the folders and the files and everything really quickly. We've got our affirmation view, which kind of effectively is our data structure for the affirmation. We're currently in the process of adding his favorite and his custom flags to these. We've got a favorites view, which pretty much will eventually display any favorite affirmations. Still working on that too. Thank you, thank you. Happy to be here. Also, we've got our ad view, which is where we kind of did some work on part 1. So I can go ahead and kind of show off what we did here. If I can say this, doesn't it let me type? No. Okay, I'll have to revisit that. Also, did I never push my changes here? I never pushed my changes here. Well, we have to change that. So I'm gonna go ahead and push my changes here. Cool. Should be all that. I haven't worked on iOS apps in Swift before. I've made web apps with Flask and Vue. Will I be able to follow along? Thanks. Absolutely. I think a great place to start then would actually be with our repository, which you can find here. I'm going to go ahead and add that into the banner. So go ahead and add that. So we've got a repository here working around. So if you start with the repository, you'll be able to follow along as we code things up. It'll be very fun. So we did a lot of the like setup and initial work. Yeah, we've got a fun question. Have you used React Native? I have a little bit, not a crazy amount. I started with native iOS, and then I dabbled in Flutter for about a couple weeks. Then I went ahead and dabbled in school. Yeah. So my whole journey, I'll talk about this. I started with Swift and I started with iOS native development. Then I moved into like web dev coursework, data structures, like pretty like as like I graduated high school and started college. Went through that and then did that. Then I took a break from kind of developing anything. Then I dabbled in full stack web, did a bunch of Angular stuff. Then I went back to mobile and rediscovered Swift and kind of fell in love with it all over again. Then I picked up Kotlin a couple months ago. Within there, I dabbled in like React Native, dabbled in Flutter, made some projects, like did some global Hackweek streams in different languages, right? Joined MLH, all of those very fun things. And then I also dabbled a little bit in like automation and testing and things like that. And like the DevOps side of things. So I've kind of been all over the place, but it's been really fun. So there's that. Is this, yeah, thank you. Is this VS Code? It's Xcode. Yes, this is Xcode. To answer, I have a very similar story, but with React Native. I think there's just something that brings you back to like, depending on what your first language was or what your like introduction into technology was, like there's really something about Xcode and Swift that just pulls me back, and I can't explain it really. It's very fun to work with. It's intuitive. It makes sense in my brain. I just really enjoy it. So there's that. But yeah, so to explain, this is Purify's kind of home view. So right now we have 4 different buttons. The first one is it takes you to our menu page where you can see all affirmations, see your favorite affirmations, or see your custom affirmations, also see your favorite affirmations, and go back home. Then we have our plus button, which allows you to enter your new affirmations. So, perfect. So to show off what we did in part 1, I'll kind of mention this now. Hello, this is an affirmation. It's very aggressive. And you can determine category, and I'll save it under sleep prepared. So we've got, I would say, a very crude ML model that I kind of want to revise during this stream is the goal. Then we've also got our favorite button down here, which you can favorite or unfavorite affirmations. And then you've also got one of these. So a little refresh that makes different calls to our screen. You can look at something. And you check the comments for family and friendship categories. Doing that right now. Oh wait, no, bring it back. Oh yeah, nice. I see it. Sweet. Got more affirmations. But yeah, the goal behind this week's stream Nice, awesome. So we've got more affirmations from our friends here. And then we've got... Oh, cool. All right, y'all. I need to... Let me think about... Kind of figure out a plan of actions. Our current data set has, I think, 513 affirmations. Oh my God, sorry. So we've got 513 affirmations across, I think it is 8 or 9 categories. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so across 9 different categories. So 513 affirmations, 9 categories. So it's roughly 50 per, probably closer to 50 per category. That being said, as we saw, this model is not very good. I'd like to have 100 minimum per category. to go ahead and train our model. I think that would make a lot of sense. So, and then we've also revised our categories, right? So we've got different categories in here. We're gonna actually remove these, I think. I think those are a little bit too broad right now, or narrow right now. So we'll do, love, friendship, family, career, wealth, health, wellness, spirituality, beauty, gratitude, and sleep. I think are really good ones. So go ahead and reopen your comment here. And then we've got another question in the chat. This stream will be recorded. Yes, all of our streams are recorded. The recordings are available on Twitch right after the stream ends and on YouTube. Same there. You watch the others? Absolutely. If it's, a relatively recent recording, you can find it on Twitch. If it's a little older of a recording, you can find it on the MLH YouTube. So hopefully that answers your question. And I can go ahead and drop both of those links if you need them. You're very welcome. Ooh, we've got a fun little question. Being a coach at MLH seems exciting. Can you tell me how to get it and what are the requirements? So I would say there's different, I can't really speak very well on what the specific requirements are, if that makes sense. I don't have, because the requirements change, or the kind of suggestions or recommendations based on regions that we're hiring in and things like that, all of them change. So for example, I initially joined as a former hackathon organizer. And so I'll just talk a little bit about my story about how I joined MLH, because I think it paints a good picture. So I used to be a hacker for about a year-ish. I'd say more 6 or 7 months, where I would primarily go to different hackathons. I went to 3 or 4. Didn't love it. I enjoyed the hackathon community. I didn't really like being the person behind the scenes making projects or submitting or being judged and all that. That was not the most fun that I've ever had, if that makes sense. So I decided that I wanted to get to more the organizing side of things, right? So I wanted to more organize hackathons. So I joined the organizing team at my university's event. First as our lead of hacker experience, then as a co-president. So I spent 2 years primarily being focused on organizing hackathons. That was during the back half of COVID. So things were slowly coming back to in-person, but we weren't very certain on how they were going to come back, what things were necessarily going to look like. So that was a little bit of what happened with me there. After that, I kind of knew that I wanted to step away from organizing, but I definitely did not want to entirely. I definitely didn't want to entirely leave. I didn't want to entirely just leave the hackathon community. I just wanted to kind of find a different way to be involved, which is awesome. That's what I like to hear. Sorry, y'all. My goodness, my phone is being blown up. Give me 1 second, friends. Go ahead and put myself on Do Not Disturb really quickly. Awesome, sorry. Okay, yes. So I'm getting more affirmations from our friend here. I'm gonna make sure this is done. And then while I'm still talking about hackathons and kind of editing the formatting of this, I can I can talk a little bit more. So I decided to join the coaches program because I wanted to stay involved in hackathons, but not in a way that was necessarily organizing, because I'd done a fair amount of organizing. Awesome. Thank you so much. That is so helpful. Sweet. You are single-handedly making our database. I love it. Are these the same affirmations or different ones? Oh. I think they're slightly different ones, but that's okay. Cool. Awesome. So go ahead and get these into a CSV file eventually. When you get the chance, if you want to keep going and removing numbers and stuff, then that would be super, super helpful. And I'll get back to answering my own question, or the question that we're talking about earlier, which was how to become a coach. So I joined the coaches program about 4 or 5 months after I finished organizing my hackathon as co-president. Because I kind of wanted to stay a part of the hackathon community, but did not really feel like I wanted to, necessarily stay super involved or like involved in the same way that I was in organizing. So I joined the coaching program, and it was kind of the best of both worlds, right? Because I get to be a coach and hang out at events and talk to hackers. And perfect. Awesome. That is what I wanted to hear. So I'll just leave it and give you a second to get caught up in that. Well, whenever I finish answering my question, which I keep getting distracted, my goodness. Whenever I finish answering the questions here, I think we'll work through some affirmations, and I'll probably call it break once we're done-ish with some of our affirmations. So, water. Awesome, cool. But yeah, so that's kind of why I became a coach, because it's the best of both worlds for me, for both hacking and organizing and being being helpful. And okay, I'm gonna mark these as resolved. So while I wait for you. Oh no, I love the things that I get to do with MLH. I think it's really fun. I really enjoy being part of this community. In like the coaching aspect of it. I really appreciated MLH when I was a hacker or an organizer too, but I think now it's just like get a newfound appreciation for it. And I get to do really fun things as a part of my job, travel around, meet different people, explore the world. And that's, I think, really powerful and really important. So we'll go ahead so I'll let our friend here catch up on affirmations, and I'll add some sleep affirmations. So I actually have, I'm shrink that window. Cool. So I've actually got my, we had yesterday set up a thing where we started asking chat here to generate some affirmations for us. I am making an affirmation app on a live stream right now. Can you generate 25 affirmations that would belong in the sleep category as opposed to gratitude, beauty, spirituality, wellness, health, wealth. Wellness, health, wealth, family, love, and career. Oh, and friendship. Career and friendship. Then you write out all of the affirmations. Do not include quotes for the number of the affirmation. Simply list 25 affirmations which would belong in the category. I asked you for no numbers. Chat. Let me see if I can copy this. Will it? Yeah, so it still copies the numbers. Regenerate that exact list of affirmations, but do not include the numbers. Come on, can you that? Awesome. Okay, it did it. Chat is interesting. It really is. Especially 3.5 because I don't have access to 4.0. Okay. I really like this list you just generated, but I am going to need more affirmations. And you think of 25 more original affirmations that are similar to the ones just provided, that, or I'll say that also belong in the sleep category. But use different wording to communicate similar points. Cool. Can you do another 25 affirmations that are similar to the 50 you just generated, but focus on sleep in a different way? For example, some of them could focus on waking up, rest well, rested, others on relaxing before bed, etc. Cool. Okay, we're gonna have to regenerate the list we just looked at, but without the numbers. Awesome. Okay. Can you make another 25 affirmations related to sleep. Make sure that they are not just one of the 75 affirmations from above with a thesaurus applied to it. In other words, I want to make the phrasing, message, and both the phrasing and messages unique. Cool. I'm gonna have to ask it to get rid of the numbers again. Awesome. Do we have more comments? We do. Sweet. So many sleep and friendship and love and all that affirmations. Awesome. I think I'm calling sleep done. We have 100. So now I want to generate 25 affirmations that will belong in the gratitude category as opposed to sleep. When you write down the affirmations, you don't include quotes or the number of the affirmations. These 25 affirmations will belong in the category. Make sure these are clearly gratitude affirmations. Awesome. I really like that initial list of 25 affirmations focused on gratitude, but I need some more for my data set. Do you mind providing me 25 new and different affirmations? Ooh, great question. We've got a fun question in the chat. Focus on building positive So we are building Cheerify, which is our affirmation companion. You can find it on GitHub. It's ticking through the chat right there. And then in addition to that, we've got, we're currently generating different affirmations that we can train our data set. It's been very fun so far. Awesome. Cool. How may I contribute? I want to add some affirmations. Absolutely. You can go ahead and head to our link right here. And then within this link, I'm going to leave it up on the screen for a second. Within this link, you can leave a comment for any affirmations that you want to add. So I'm going to go ahead and get comfortable on my chair here. Love it. Anyway, as I was saying, you can then go ahead and add in any affirmations that you would like to see in a comment. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. I'm generating with chat for categories that we don't have anything. We have another one of our stream friends here generating some affirmations over on their end. So that's been really fun too. They're on family, so you're more than welcome to just pick an empty category, or if even if a category has a bunch of affirmations in it, you want to contribute some more, go right ahead. We'd love to see them. So there's the link. We'll actually go ahead and then do it. We'll replace it with that. We'll have people add an affirmation. Definitely got this one. I was just looking at this one. And we got this one too. Yes. Got this one as well. Awesome. Yeah, we've got friends dropping more affirmations. Sweet. All right, I've got to get more gratitude affirmations. So, thanks, chat. Another 25 affirmations in the gratitude category. When you focus on a different aspect of gratitude you may not have looked at yet. Definitely do that. Awesome. Yes, I already added it right in there. It's already, hold on, let me see. I added one. I added your spirituality comment already. It's already in. All of them are in. So, yeah. I went ahead and added those right in there. Let's see it. You're very welcome. We'll use it to train our data set. Awesome. I'm going to add in another, I'm going to finish out the gratitude category, and then we're gonna call our break. And then and then we're gonna call our break for a few minutes, so I can get some water, stretch my legs, walk around, have a great old time. Sweet. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do, chat. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. You are more than welcome to keep pasting or providing me with all of your fun gratitude affirmations, and we'll get them back into our data set right when we return. And then if, depending on what we're looking like, I think we're going to be able to train our data set after this. And I think it'll be really fun. So I'm excited. I will be back in probably 10-ish minutes. So we're going to be, let's see, add affirmation. Yeah, so we'll do, we'll go ahead and change this, add an affirmation. And then a short break. So if you want to add an affirmation, go ahead and do that while I'm off for my quick break. I look forward to seeing all of them when I return very, very soon. Excited. I think it's been a very fun, super interactive stream so far, and I'm glad that you're all here with me. All right, see y'all very soon. All right, hi hackers. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, tons of lovely affirmations. Let's see this. Gonna get all of your affirmations in here. Nice. Love it, love it. We'll be so set to train, which is lovely. Awesome. Sweet. Might remove the wellness category. I think that would make sense. Awesome. So it looks like we need looks like we need more in we definitely need more in career, more in health, more in wealth, more in spirituality, and more in beauty. So I'll start with beauty. Find my full list here. Sweet. Ah, I need them. Oh, we've got more comments. Fun. I'm at 50 for beauty. That looks like... Yes, I saw. I think we need another set for beauty. Sweet. Oh my goodness. I'm done with beauty. I just finished beauty. Which leaves us with spirituality, health, wealth. Yeah, spirituality, health, and wealth all need 25 more each. I think career we already have 100. So we're good there. Nice. You're on wealth. I'll do spirituality. nice. Okay, if you're on wealth, I think that just leaves us with health for the end. And then it'll be right at the very end, it'll be us actually popping these in and then us training our data set. Which will be fun. Career was done. Wealth is, health is the last one left. Get the 25 affirmations that will belong in the health category, as opposed to then we replace spirituality, health there. We do that. My goodness, I'm sleepy. Perfect. Awesome. Then I think we're fully done. So we're good to begin training here. First, we'll have to get it into a format where we can edit it, which makes sense. And then we'll do that there. Cool. I feel like I'm gonna have to publish this data set on Kaggle or something, because it's a pretty comprehensive data set. Cool. Well, let me create a new file here. So I'll create a new CSV. And I'm going to call it affirmations. We'll call it affirmations by category. So we've got that, and then we've got within here we will be able to, I'm pretty sure, take all of the affirmations, paste them in, right? Oh no, they paste one at a time online. Is this something I ask like chat to do? Let's try it. So that's what I'm thinking. Like post it on Kaggle will be helpful. I have a list of 100 love affirmations, which I am attaching below. Can you place into table format? There on the, where in the left column we have the full affirmation, and in the right column labeled category, need this to be a format I can easily paste into a .csv for my data set. Oh, here's my list of affirmations. Cool. I'll let it do its thing. Oh, did it cut off? Okay, so it cuts off, which is fine, as long as I can try it. So I need to create. It looks like it can, it's just, sweet, okay. We're making an app. Hello, Batman. We are making a data set so we can train our app. It's actually quite fun. Awesome. So for those of you, I'm going to share my other screen real quick so y'all can see it. But here is what I did. So I have the affirmations by category, and I just copied and pasted that into the CSV. So it did actually work with all 100. So we're good there. We'll delete the selected rows here, and then going to another one. And then we can do friendship next. So let's take this whole list of all our friendship nations. Where did the friendship ones end? That's where they are. Okay, cool. So we'll drag. Do that. Then do the same thing. Cool. We'll keep going. Keep generating here. What is just, it's going. There she goes. All right, so we are gonna do Control F. So we need to Control F for friendship. Sorry, friend, we are just working. So find match case, please. I only have 120 friendship affirmations, which is fine. Cool, then I can do this one in which we find our love, right? So Mhm. You know what I could do? I could just drag down the left tag all the way down here. Yeah. That's what I'll do instead. Oh, really? Does that not work on a... Oh, that's how you do it. Cool. Got love and friendship. And then for affirmation categories, then we need to do it with family. Grab family here. All right, I guess we're gonna set up a Kaggle data set. Very fun though. This project has gone in like 6 or 7 different directions, but I'm very grateful for it because it teaches you a lot of different things. So we've got the same thing. Go. We keep generating. Of course. If you mention it in the Discord, that'll be easiest, I think. Cool. Oh, I have to click continue when I'm writing. Awesome. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, we're working with, sorry y'all, I had a last minute thing come up here while I was looking at that. My brain is fried. This is career. Already look at, no. Just like that, awesome. Yeah, we're working with, the categories that we're working with are the ones that are listed on the page. So it's love, friendship, family. I think it's 10 or 11. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how many it is. So we've got career done, and we'll do wealth. Okay, and while it generates, I go and clean up my list here. Ah. Hold on, sorry, I messed that up. Okay, sorry, friends. A lot of things going on. Let's see here. So this is career. I gotta swap the career one over down here. Did I press the continue generating button? It didn't generate all of them. It's not generating all of them for wealth, which is very late. I'm gonna reformat this. Okay, this one I'll just have to do in chunks, which is fine, I guess. Cool. Oh my goodness. We might run out of time. So let me see here, because I'm pretty sure I've got another stream right after mine. I'm gonna double check. I want to make sure they can start on time. Yeah, Gabrielle's coming on right after me. Cool. Okay. In that case, we've got about 5 minutes. Nah, it's okay. I mean, whatever we get done, we get done. Also, it's like hard to get this, like, there isn't a good way to have multiple people do this, if that makes sense. So we'll probably just have to get as much done as we can get done, and then I'll finish it off after the streams when I have some downtime, hopefully. Maybe later today, off stream. Cool. Health is doing the same thing. That's so frustrating. But it's like, it's pasting in as like multiple sections here, but only as one section there. So it's ending it. I am grateful for the gift of health. Oh no, that's all of them. There's no way that's all of them. Thank you. No, the text is all in one Notion block. That's kind of the whole point, or yeah. Or I guess, yeah. Chat. Yeah, that's what I'm trying, but it's not cooperating, which is all right. You know what? We've only got about 5 minutes left anyway, so we have to head off for the stream, so we might just have to revisit this at a later time. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and save my file here. So file, export to CSV, we'll export it, save, export to affirmations by category, and I'm gonna go ahead and add that into GitHub really quickly. So we'll add it into Cheerify, add a file, create new file, or not create new file, sorry. Yeah, add a file, upload files, choose my files, affirmations by category .csv, commit changes. Cool. So we're adding that, and then I can quit this. Great, awesome. So we've added affirmations by category .csv, so you can see that directly in there. So we'll change this to say GitHub Cheerify. And I feel like I'm going to continue this one after. I said that I'd make it ours, and it happened, so I'm happy about that. If you are one of the 2 people who contributed affirmations to me, like I already mentioned, feel free to reach out to me on Discord, so you can get your appropriate credit. And that's that. Okay, it's 152. So what I'm gonna do now is I've uploaded the project and everything that we've kind of managed to do so far up in here. So if you want to contribute, like the person who was saying that if you want to help out, you can just go ahead and contribute straight to the GitHub and make a pull request, and I'll go ahead and approve it when I get some downtime. That being said, it is time for us to head off. I would like to thank you all very much for watching. And you can go ahead and join me at one of my future Global Hack Week streams, hopefully in March. I look forward to seeing you all there. And like I mentioned, thank you very, very much for coming. It was an awesome time to hang out with y'all. Go ahead and end us off. Give it a second. Alrighty, bye everybody.